why haven't you refied? I paid $7,500 down over 2.5 years or something like that, and over the past 6 months, I paid down like substantially more just due to the low rate. When I bought my house, unfortunately, I went self-employed, so I couldn't refi. So I was at a 5.5 for like 2 years.
That was
terrible.
4.75. Yeah, it was terrible.
But the ability to gain equity now, and I think that's what is kind of insulating some of if rates were 6-7% right now and values were this high, it'd be alarming because you'd have to you'd have to pay so much extra to build equity in your home. But now is an opportunity, and I don't, people, when you talk to them, they're like, oh man, I'm paying 10-15 grand extra for this house. But it's like, dude, with this interest rate and the way that your money will apply towards that loan, you're going to build more long term if you have that plan of 7 to 10 years or whatever, right? But
whatever that number is.
Yeah, the price of money almost trumps the inflation in terms of the housing market, in my opinion.
And if up until a point, at some point, your dollar just
at some point, I think so. Hopefully, before that goes past that, right? I think that's when you see the correction. I think that's when you probably see some more inventory hit the market.
John, how do we see a correction when we have such a supply demand issue that isn't going to go away?
Great question. Number one, when mortgage rates are stopped, when you stop supporting mortgage rates with subsidies, right? Whether that's the unemployment checks that are still going out, when those stop or when those programs end or change, everything else will start to ripple. Okay. Number two, you're going to have an increased amount of inventory come on the market. A lot of people predict there's roughly 5 months of forbearance or homes that are in forbearance programs that have not hit the market. So that's around the country, of course. So here's the point is as rates start to come back up, whenever that is, okay, whenever that is a consistent thing and get above 4.5%, somewhere in that range, clearly buyers are going to be priced out. That's going to happen. Then number two, you're going to, whenever these properties potentially come on the market, that's going to help, right? But this demand isn't going to stop. No. Listen, before COVID, before the rates, we had 5 million homes not built in the last decade because of the recession, right? Correct. 5 million homes that were not built. There's a 5 million home gap. So we just last year hit 1 million homes built again, right? And now look at lumber costs.